October of 2009, Josu was instrumental in teaming up with Leo Gerard, the International President of the United Steelworkers, North America's largest manufacturing union, to forge a precedent-setting partnership that is now operating in more than 16 cities around the U.S. through the OneWorker.OneVote.org platform. An economist from the Bosque University, Josu is a recognized leader in multi-localization, as well as strategy and brand management, especially in the BRIC countries, that's Brazil, Russia, India, and China. He has served as Chief Executive Officer for Mondragon Cooperatives in Morocco, England, Poland, and Paris, France. Josu also serves on a number of foundations and is a published author in the areas of small and medium enterprise globalization, emerging markets, and on possible outcomes resulting from Spain's Great Recession, which started in 2008. You're going to be surprised how young Josu looks when he walks up here today. It's my great pleasure to introduce Josu Ugarte.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you about Mondragon. Okay, really a pleasure, Chuck. Thank you very much, Michael Peck. Thank you very much because you do that possible. So I am a little bit nervous because for two reasons. Okay, the first one is that I have 12 minutes to explain some insights about Mondragon, and the second one is my English. Okay, so I will try to do my best. Okay. I think that the most important things that I want to share with you are just the differences that we have in Mondragon, okay, compared with other cooperatives. You know the co-ops, the participation in the ownership, in the management, in the results, okay, the transparency, the engagement, and so on. So I want to speak about three values, okay, in which we believe that we do differently. And I think that these values are the secret, okay, to change the society. Okay. The first one is the social transformation. Okay. We don't speak about social responsibility because we think that the social responsibility speak about the interaction and efficient interaction between us and the stakeholders. Okay, we want to go further. We want to change the society. Okay, that's the reason why we created a bank. All our co-ops, we created a bank. The representatives are here. Okay, you have the National Cooperative Bank. We created as well a welfare system. Okay, with the health. We created as well a university, our technological R&D centers, and that's the reason why we have in Mondragon a very, very good, very equal society. You know that to measure that we use the Gini index. Okay, in the world the Gini index is 0.6. In the USA is 0.47, more or less, and we have 0.24. And the best country in the world is Norway with 0.22. Okay, so that is really important for us. 70% of our companies, of our co-ops, are small and medium enterprises. So if some of you are thinking that as we are an important company, we could do a lot of things, okay, that is not like that. 70% of our companies are less than 50 million euros turnovers or less than 250 people. Okay? That the secret to get the success, in our opinion, is two main things: the solidarity and the intercooperation. What does it mean? The solidarity, we have different kinds of solidarity. The first one is that 15% of the results of every co-op, okay, are going to help the co-ops who have losses. Okay, 7% of the results are going to support the university and the technological R&D centers. If we speak about the employment, we relocate the people or the people who is unemployed. For example, in one company we have some problems, okay, with the volume, okay, and we need to relocate some people because they don't have work, okay, or job. We find this job in other of our co-ops. Okay. The third one, and the famous one, is our gap between the salaries. You know, our gap is 6 times. Okay, the highest salary is 6 times more than the lowest salary. In Spain, last Sunday, in the most important newspaper, they showed the differences between the Dow Jones, the Spanish Dow Jones, okay, the IBEX 35, and the difference between the best paid and the lowest paid is 105 times. Okay. And about the intercooperation, I spoke about the solidarity intercooperation. We intercooperate inside our co-ops, for example, for the talent. As we are paid, we pay not so good, okay, in some opinion. We should maintain our talent, okay. So we find the solution, okay, for our talent in other co-ops. The movement between our co-ops is very, very important for the talented people. In terms of management, I think that a good idea in order to have really an impact in the society is to work together, all the co-ops, okay, in order to exchange the experience that all of them or every of them have in the market. This is another very important issue. And then, in terms of economic, another 5% of our results we put in an investment fund. And this investment fund, we lend it to the co-ops when they are proposing us some projects for internationalization or for projects for creating the jobs. So, in fact, and another thing is, as you know, that in the last years in Spain we have some problems with the credit. Okay, the cooperatives who have a lot of cash lended the money to the cooperatives who have not access to the credit. Okay, another important intercooperation. So, in fact, 30% of the salary, of the results of every co-op, okay, is going to solidarity or to intercooperation. This 30% could go to the pocket of every co-op, of every associate, but in fact, they are going to the solidarity or to the intercooperation. Okay? And inside this intercooperation, for me, the most important is that if the co-ops wanted to really change the society, is to work together. Okay? And to work together, we created a corporate center. Okay? And we tried, in this corporate center, is a small cooperative with 60 people, okay, which I am. And we are trying to bring a lot of value to the co-ops. For example, in terms of financing, instead of negotiating every co-op the cost of the credit, okay, we are negotiating for them. The difference in the cost is enormous, okay, for the cooperatives. Okay. In terms of human resources as well, okay, when we want to relocate people inside the corporate center, we are managing that. In terms of innovation as well, we have 15 technological R&D centers. Okay, what we are doing is to try to organize a process for all of them. And in terms of internationalization, we help the cooperatives, okay, the co-ops, to be competitive abroad. Because what to do in a globalization, okay, this new complexity, competing with everybody, everywhere, and almost for everything. Really very difficult. And if we look inside our co-ops, we are in medium technologies and in mature markets. That's really very complicated. Okay, what we do, or what we did is to a multi-localization strategy, and what we did is to invest and to conquer the markets abroad. We don't delocalize. That means to take some assets and to bring to other country, destroying the employment in the origin country. We don't do that because we are the owners of the co-op, okay? The company. What we did is to conquer other markets. And the results of that, it was that we sell more, we have more added value, we have better results, and we have more employment at home. And this is very important because we compare 21 co-ops without any activities abroad, I mean a factory or a big commercial activity. Okay? We compare with 21 factories, companies who have factories abroad. Okay? And the difference was enormous. So we use this kind of data, to the figures, okay, to tell to our people that we need to be abroad, okay, in order to have more employment at home. Okay, the internationalization is not a zero sum. Okay. So this is more or less what I wanted to share with you, but in my humble opinion, okay, the secret to change the society, if we want to have a more equal society, is to work together, okay, all the co-ops. Thank you very much.